Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video on yet another dead Walking Dead character. There's just so many deaths. Today we will be looking at Gary, a saviour lieutenant and loyal Simon supporter. Gary is of course male, he is played by Mike Seal, he is mid to late 30s and first appeared in Service. Nothing much is known about Gary pre-outbreak, but after it began, Gary soon came into contact with a group called the Saviours. He rose up to be a lieutenant and helped the communities oppress other communities. Also, considering Gary was a Simon loyalist, I think it's safe to assume that Gary probably helped kill all the Oceanside's men and boys, although this is not confirmed. In Season 7, Gary helps raid Alexandria for weapons and furniture. He finds Deanna's camcorder and watches the tape of Rick, which he brings to show Negan. In a later raid, Gary waits for Spencer, Rosita and Eugene by the gates, ready to take their stuff. Gary waits with his fellow saviors for Rick's return, and he commends Spencer for the supplies that he had got. When Aaron and Rick arrive with their supplies, Gary and David go through the stuff and David finds a rather rude note. Gary and David think Aaron left it and they begin to beat poor Aaron. After Sherry escapes, Gary helps beat up Dwight. He is then seen around the sanctuary, looking at Eugene and watching Dr. Carson's grisly death. Gary travels with Negan to punish Alexandria. They find the trees left in the road and begin to move them, and they arrive at Alexandria knowing full well about Rick's incoming attack. The gunfire soon occurs, and Gary escapes with his fellow saviors, alive and well. In Season 8, after being trapped in the sanctuary, Gary is present in the meeting about how they are to save Negan and how to handle the workers. Laura informs them that the workers are storming upstairs, and Gary helps Simon and Regina calm them down. Regina ends up killing one of the men, and Gary soon kneels with the others when Negan arrives. After Eugene's plan works to free the saviors from the sanctuary, Gary with Simon helps kidnap Jerry and intercepts Maggie on the road. Gary then holds a gun to Jerry's head, ordering her to stand down. Gary and DJ carry the coffin with a zombie Dean inside and watch Negan kill the zombie Dean. Gary then soon accompanies Simon to the junkyard group where Simon gives the orders to commit genocide upon the group. Gary listens to the command and begins to gun down all the junkyard residents. Gary soon finds a Jadis convincingly playing dead and spits on her, what he believes obviously to be her dead corpse anyway. After killing them all, Gary heads back home along with Simon and the others. Gary is a part of the group heading to the hilltop, and when Negan is chased by Rick in his car and is separated from the main group, Gary and the others discuss helping Negan or not. After Simon and Dwight go off and come back declaring Negan dead, Gary agrees that Simon should be in charge, and they agree to fully wipe out the hilltop in Negan's honour. After arriving at the hilltop, Gary and the others go to kill the residents. After the vehicles lose tyres from spikes in the road, Gary helps remove the spikes from the road. They creep to the hilltop and they are soon showered with gunfire. Gary helps the others in the battle, but eventually he flees with Simon and the rest of the saviors. After Negan arrives alive and well, Gary helps Negan and Simon plan their next attempt on the hilltop, and clearly here, Gary saw weakness in Negan's leadership, as later he decides to join Simon's mutiny against Negan. However, Dwight, unknowing to Simon nor Gary, told Negan about this treason. Negan whistles and commands the death of Gary, and then this happens. Gary is either killed by a rat, DJ, or Norris. Negan soon comes along and bashes in Gary's head with Lucille, stopping him from coming back as a walker. Okay, so I honestly found Gary really interesting as a minor character, and it's clear really early on he was loyal to Negan, and he never really showed any disdain or hate for him, but almost quite shockingly, Gary joins Simon's mutiny. Now you might think, well, Gary helped Simon kill the junkyard, which is true, but so did Norris, and he helped kill Gary and stop Simon. So, are we to believe that Gary never liked Negan, or maybe did he just prefer Simon's more genocidal ways? Who really knows, but either way, I think it's safe to assume that Gary was a piece of shit, because he helped wipe out the junkyard, he was cool with, wiping up the hilltop, and he likely was involved in the deaths of the Oceanside. So, Gary is a horrible monster who blindly followed orders. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts on Gary. Did you like him? Did you hate him? And I shall see you in the next video, where we will discuss another dead Walking Dead character. goodbye.